Have you ever wanted to build something? Have you ever been inspired by others' projects? Watching them navigate the challenges, dedicate time and energy, and end with something they're proud of? It took an entire year to build something. So I picked up this 1981 Yamaha snowmobile, and I'm gonna be tearing everything off of it and building a track sled. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I got it a lot further along. I wanted to record before I start chopping into it more significantly. That's where that was. So I had to cut out this section to take the motor out. And now my next step is going to be to chop this whole front piece off. And that's the exciting bit that I wanted to show you guys. So oh, there we go. What do you think? Should I change the blade? There we go, baby! Big moment. Yeah! Woo! Alright, I've come to a stopping point for the night. I had to get these bolts back in because they actually hold onto the inner working of the frame. Got her stripped down pretty much almost as far as she'll go. She's super light now. It's like insanely light compared to what it used to be. A lot of the weight's up front. Coming together.
Yeah.
I think that'll do. I think it's good. Alright, first weld on the actual frame. First non-practice weld I've ever done. I'm nervous. Oh no! I burned through. I actually couldn't see a thing, to be honest. Maybe I will take those off. Alright, I fixed it.
Could be better. You can see I had to go back and fill it in there.
Yeah, that was better.
A lot better.
Sweet. Get it out.
I'll take it.
Wasn't too bad. Could be worse. Not bad. I have made some significant progress, and I've got the frame done for the base of the sled. So I'm finished just the outer part, and now I'm trying to figure out where I want the bracing for the motor mount. I better grab the motor and see what it's going to look like. I'm considering hanging it off the side, even though the center of balance will be off, because I'm going to try to balance it out with fuel on this side. Mainly the thing I'm looking at is where I want the sprocket, and I don't want to cut into the frame like some people do right there. Having the sprocket like right there and having the chain go from here to there. In order to do that, I'm going to probably cut a keyway, and that'll make it easier to swap them out too. So I think I might slide it forward a little bit. Yeah, we'll start welding, see what happens. All right, you standing back?
Yeah, I'm staying.
Okay.
I think it was turning across that might be like this by here.
Okay. You ready?
Huh?
Don't touch, it's very hot.
It didn't burn me because my gloves are on.
Yeah, but we don't want to get your gloves all gross.
Ooh.
Looks pretty good. It gets very bright. That's why you got to stand so far away. I don't want your eyes to get hurt. So I'm going to try to notch that out so that the gear keyway can have a spot to be. So we'll see how that goes. Got a long way to go, but I got an outline. It's not pretty. It should work. I'll adjust the where exactly I want it, and then tighten these down. Got the belt on the torque converter more in line. I had to go buy a washer and add it to this side here. So if you end up buying this kit, keep in mind you might have to do that, but it wasn't too bad. So I was able to use a chain braking tool for the first time from Harbor Freight to set the chain that I'm going for. So this is the key here. There's not a lot of clearance, so I'm gonna have to make sure that's lined up really well when I bolt the motor down once this is all welded in place. And while I was doing that, I figured it'd be smart to have 2 more chains. So I did not plan this, it just kind of worked out. So this is what I got, 10 feet. So 10 feet of chain. Each chain I cut off just happened to be the perfect length to equal the 10-foot length. So I have 2 spares out of that 1 chain that I bought from Amazon. Next step we're gonna do, I already marked this, but I'm gonna have this come out to here and then split off a 45-degree and head over about like that. Probably connect it like right around there. And that's just mainly to protect this whole assembly here. In case it does tip on this side, it will add weight to the side, but I'm gonna counteract it by putting a whole bunch of weight on this side, like a whole big steel handlebar area with like a storage in the back. What'll be nice too is I can add off of this, and if I wanted to do a chain tensioner right here off of this, I could just easily mod that. This whole thing slides, so I purposely gave room with the shortest chain possible to bolt these down. And then it can slide back and bolt down for chain tension, but we'll see how good that works. If I need to add a chain tensioner, eventually I can. I gotta measure these out, cut them, and weld them. Alright, so I got this support bar tacked in place, and now I'm going to finish welding it. Not bad. Whoa, that was ugly. That one was bad. I'll admit that. That one was terrible. Alright, let's try that again. That's a little better. A little better. Of course, I haven't cleaned these up yet, but this will be going right here. Time to weld this to that. Got the next piece welded. This piece here, I'm extending it out a little bit. Now I just need to attach it to the rest of the frame. Start with some tack welds here. I got the machine dialed in a little better now. Ah. First time I burned myself, a piece of metal went right under my knee. Ouch. So I wanted a little bit of counterweight because of this, and also the motors on this side. So I'm going to add some rails here using the thinner steel to go all the way back. I got kind of my base platform done now. Alright, I got the handrail cut and attached except for these two spots here, so I'm just going to finish welding the rail on. That's what I just welded. I haven't really gotten a whole lot better, but some welds look okay, some look pretty bad. That's, hey, that's, you know, amateur, but I'll take that. What they look like. This is where we now have the track sled at. Nothing is welded to the main sled yet. I'm gonna weld this and then the back side. Got this nice tall grab rail. Haven't really had a good chance to work on it until today. So I've only been doing like literally 15-20 minute bursts over the summer, and the summer's gone by quick. So it's already getting to the end of summer now. And I started this, you know, end of winter. It was really cold when I started, I remember that. Goal is to have it ready by this upcoming winter for ice fishing seasons. Let's hope we can make it. All right, the sun is setting and we have a prime frame. You may have missed a little bit of it. I didn't quite film all of it. This is where it's at currently. I added this section here. It's super crooked. If you look from the back, both sides angle in slightly. This side's a little bit more. So yeah, you can really tell there. But so we're gonna paint it otter blue to match my ice fishing shed. Now we're ready to build the handle section. Probably weld it first to the track sled and then build the handle section. So winter is fast approaching. We just hit November 1st today, so fall is wrapping up quickly. Crunch time now. Let's do it. All right, we'll see what this looks like. Do the underside. Oh, that looks so cool. Got a nice metallic sheen, which you can't see because it's getting dark. That looks so sick. You can kind of see how cool it looks. This stuff is sick. Pretty cool. Actually looks really good. I'm impressed with this paint. Touch up the inside of this rail too. Second coat tomorrow. So here's where we're at. I didn't get this on camera, but I am starting on the handlebars. So I got this painted now. I'm gonna apply one more coat once all this is figured out. I've got the handlebars started. So cut these at a slight angle, bent them, and then re-welded them so that they'd flare out. You can see they kind of flare out, and I didn't want it rubbing along this top rail. So I got one drilled. I just got to do it again, and then I got to figure out where on here I want to drill the holes and attach them. And then I need to weld this onto the actual snowmobile. I just bought the bolts that I'm going to use for the handlebars. Got nice stainless steel bolts, some washers, and some special nuts to put on there. It gets dark super early now, so after work I haven't had any time to really work on it. I also got a new welding helmet that I modified, which I'm pretty excited about. Check that out, huh? Pretty sick. And this will also double as the headlight for the track sled. This is just a GoPro mounted bike light. Attach it to the front of that. So that's the plan so far. The big thing is going to be welding this onto the snowmobile instead of bolting it down. Yeah, getting these handlebars figured out and the wiring, then I'm ready for winter. So it is nearing mid to end November right now. So we are quickly running out of time. We got some WD-40 on there, and we're going to drill a pilot hole first. Let's get the main bit on there. Only smoking a tiny bit. I could have gone slower on that. Honestly, I just didn't want to record that long. So yeah, mostly circular. You can see I welded caps onto these and just smoothed them out so that water wouldn't get in there. Now I just need to figure out how far up I want to drill these holes on here, attach them, and then figure out the welding in between part. Yeah, you guys don't know how long I've been stressing about this piece here. And I don't know why it stresses me out. I think it has something to do with the fact that if I screw this up, it's gonna drastically affect the usability of this thing. Ah, I hit the other side. Gosh dang it. Just ever so slightly. That's okay. I'll paint over it. All right, let's get this measured. Did I hit it? Barely. At least I got the holes drilled, you know? We'll work on it more tomorrow. So I have them loosely attached. I ended up doing a washer between, and then another stainless steel washer and a lock nut. Trying to figure out kind of how I wanted this handlebar section to go. Probably just weld a piece onto this. Then I'll still need to paint this. Attach the rest of the handle on there. And then I can start figuring out the finger throttle with the actual throttle cable. See if we can make some more progress. All right, I got where I'm gonna tack the handlebars. All right, tacked. Yeah, that should work. That'll work. Woo! Dang it. At least I got it on camera. Nice.
So how are you gonna get it on? How are you gonna get the handle on?
I'm I'm gonna weld it. What do you think? What do you think, Bobby? Pretty cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go like this. Push hard. Yeah. All right.
Here, would it work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Baba! Baba! My watch!
All right, good. As you can see, it snowed a little bit last night. Holy cow, I could be testing this thing right now if I was done with it. I'm welding it. Welding it to the frame. Here we go. Hey, that's looking pretty good. I had to have the motor on there because I had to line up the chain. I wanted to make sure I welded it on straight. Hey, that's pretty good. Woo! Check those welds out, boys. Alright, now it's the day of reckoning where I have to pay for the fact that my frame isn't perfectly straight. Oh man, I need to find something to hold this. I have it kind of crimped down a little bit. There's still a gap on this side, but it's not as severe. So I think that'll have to do. Check those out, huh? I'm gonna finish off the back off camera, and then we'll see what's next. Back part is welded as well now. So I need to finish the controls, shut off switch, throttle I need to figure out. I need to figure out how I'm gonna attach the sled behind it. So I'm thinking of putting a little tow hitch off the back. Gotta figure that out as well. All right, just threw together this. I had this piece lying around, which kind of works perfectly because the way this attaches is like that. I had this piece also, this 90-degree that I cut off of here. So it used to go out to there and then down, and then the motor was in the way. So I ended up cutting this piece off. So I just trimmed it down, and it's gonna make the perfect bumper mount. So pretty happy with that. Lit the rubber on fire that time. Whew, don't breathe in that stuff. We're good now, boys. Beautiful, huh? Alright, here is the put together version. Yeah, check that out. Pretty slick. Still not 100% how I want to keep these. Looks like they need to be right about there. So now I just got to do the controls. So I'm starting to figure out the throttle. So I just put a few zip ties. Two options on these Predator motors, looks like. You can attach the cable here and then have it pull this way. Or what I'm trying to do is have it here and then pull this way. The assembly that came with my throttle is not made for this motor, I've decided, because this is way too big for where this attachment point is. So I wouldn't recommend this throttle. I would recommend one specifically for the Predators. I have a little spring left over from the teardown of the snowmobile, so I put it inside this grommet. So now there's resistance this way. Because these springs are super weak, most people buy another spring and attach it. This seems to work really good and it pushes against it and forces it back to the closed position. Throttle's hooked up. Gotta figure out how I want to route this cable. Probably just zip tie it. Okay, another update. I got the kill switch hooked up. Just did the same thing. Put it through the zip ties. Wired it down here, connected it to the kill switch. Now on one of the final welding pieces, which is welding these little bumpers so that this rests on this. I'm trying to get this lined up. It's tough because, yeah. Some of my worst welds yet. So grinder and paint makes the welder I hate. See how she looks. Looks good. I can tilt it like this. Just gotta paint it. I'm gonna apply little rubber bumpers here. So what's left? Paint all these pieces. Paint this. Paint this. Paint the front. Paint all this. All of this. I want to get all this black again. Put some oil in there. I don't need that much because we're not doing high speed. So then I gotta oil the actual motor, put gas in it, and test it out. Those are the final remaining steps. We are getting very close. December 21st, so nearly Christmas. I added some oil. I put oil in the motor. Now put some gas, and we'll just do a test fire up. I'm gonna see if I can get it to start. That should be plenty. Yeah, that works. Nice. That was so exciting. Oh my gosh. All right, thanks guys.
That was really fun.
Start painting. The main thing we're trying to do here, keep this from rusting as much as possible. Painting this Rust-Oleum primer on there. I got this primed. Now we're gonna do the black. Alright, paint is applied and still drying, but it is mostly dry and it's looking really good. I added a little rubber piece here, rubber piece there. Back's looking really good too in this black. So basically done. Just need some snow to test it out. All the snow melted and and then it warmed up, which it's good it warmed up because I didn't need it to be warm to paint. So she has come together very nicely.
He kept the shot.
What'd you get? Nice.
The usual contender.
A perch. You have fun? Got a little hammer handle. What do you think, guys?
Whoa!
Pike number 2 on the same exact tip up and the same size.
Wow, who did that?
It took an entire year to build something.